Welcome to Byte-Sized Tech, where we blend casual conversations with insightful discussions on the latest in technology and gadgets. We've got quite a bit to unpack today, focusing on Apple's recent flurry of announcements. You know, the new iPhone, the latest AirPods, Apple Watches. It's definitely been a busy time for Cupertino.
It certainly has, yeah. And what's really fascinating here, I think, is not just the shiny new hardware itself, it's also the subtle shifts in Apple's strategy, especially with some, well, pretty groundbreaking features and how they're rolling them out globally. We'll try and help you navigate what's genuinely new, maybe what the implications are, and what really matters for you.
Exactly. Our mission today is basically to cut through all the noise, give you the most important nuggets of knowledge from these announcements. Think of it as like your shortcut to being well-informed on all things Apple. Maybe with a few surprising facts sprinkled in, and hopefully just enough humor to keep you hooked. Okay, let's dive in. Let's start with something that honestly sounds like it jumped straight out of a sci-fi movie. The new AirPods Pro 3. Apple just unveiled them, and the headline feature, live translation. Well, it's sparking a lot of conversations. What's the actual magic here?
Well, what's really remarkable about live translation is how seamless Apple is aiming to make cross-language communication. I mean, just imagine being in a foreign country, speaking naturally, and your AirPods just translate in real time so you can understand and be understood. Apple's VP of Hardware Engineering, Kate Bergeron, she even highlighted that it translates the meaning of phrases, not just word for word.
Right, context.
Exactly. At launch, you're looking at English, French, German, Portuguese, and Spanish, with more languages planned, obviously.
That is seriously impressive. I could definitely picture myself wishing I had that countless times traveling. But here's a key question I think a lot of listeners might have. Do you absolutely need the brand new AirPods Pro 3 to get this capability? Or is there, like, more flexibility?
Good question. And thankfully, no. You don't need the absolute latest.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah, it's good news if you have slightly older gear. This feature, it isn't exclusive to the Pro 3. It's also rolling out to the AirPods Pro 2.
Pro 2s, okay.
And even the AirPods 4, the ones with active noise cancellation.
Right.
The AI translation magic, it actually happens on your iPhone, not the earbuds themselves.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, so basically any iPhone that supports Apple Intelligence, that's Apple's big AI platform, right?
Yeah.
Running iOS 18.1 or later, that can power it. Plus, and this is neat, you can use it even if the person you're talking to doesn't have AirPods.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Your phone will just display your translated words for them, like a little real-time interpreter screen.
That's actually really clever. Makes it much more usable. But okay, what about our friends across the pond then? In the EU, I've heard there's a bit of a catch there, right? What are the implications?
Yeah, it's really vital we address this, the whole global tech rollout and, the regulatory landscape. So live translation, it won't be available in the EU if your Apple account is registered there and you're physically in the region when you try to use it.
Why is that?
Well, Apple hasn't given a super clear public reason, but the most likely culprit is regulatory hurdles, specifically things like the EU's Artificial Intelligence Act and GDPR.
Right, data privacy stuff.
Exactly. These laws have pretty strict requirements on how personal data, like your voice recordings for translation, is handled and processed. They need explicit consent, data flow controls. It makes rolling out new AI features a very careful dance. We actually saw a similar thing with some Apple Intelligence features being initially blocked in the EU.
Oh, wow.
So it stands to reason that EU users will get access eventually, just not yet. They need to navigate those rules first.
Gotcha. Okay, so beyond the, frankly, amazing translation feature, what other cool stuff are we getting with the AirPods Pro 3? They're, what, $249?
Yeah, $249. And you do get some solid upgrades for that. You're looking at twice the noise cancellation of the Pro 2s.
Twice, wow.
Yeah, and a whopping 4 times the cancellation of the original AirPods Pro. Big jump. They've also significantly improved the durability. They're IP57 now.
IP57.
Yeah.
So dust resistant too.
Dust, sweat, and rain resistant, which is actually a first for AirPods. So great for workouts or just, getting caught in the rain.
That's genuinely useful.
And they're smaller, lighter, and they come with 5 ear tip sizes now, including an XXS. So pretty much everyone should get a really secure fit.
And XXS. Okay, they're really going for universal fit.
Seems like it. Oh, and for fitness enthusiasts, they now have heart rate monitoring built right into the earbud.
In the earbuds, not the watch.
In the earbuds themselves. Yeah, it's a pretty big step for health tracking straight from your ears.
Interesting. Okay, but Apple often has its quirks with accessories. What's the charging situation? I have a feeling I know where this is going.
Indeed. You guessed it. You'll need to bring your own USB-C charging cable.
Ah, okay. No cable in box.
Nope. Apple isn't including one with the AirPods Pro 3. It's the same move we saw with the iPhones. So you'll either use a cable you already have, buy a new one, or just rely on wireless charging.
Right. Good for the environment, maybe, but potentially annoying.
Exactly. It highlights that commitment to reducing e-waste, sure, but it's also, let's be honest, a pragmatic business decision. Streamlines packaging, maybe nudges accessory sales.
Yeah.
For existing Apple users, probably not a big deal. But if you're new to the ecosystem, it's an immediate extra cost to factor in, something to remember when that September 19th release date comes around.
Good point. Okay, let's move on from our ears to our wrists. Apple's awe-dropping event also unveiled a new lineup of Apple Watches. We got the Series 11, the SE3, and the Ultra 3. What's the big picture here? What's driving these updates?
Well, connecting it to the bigger picture, Apple just keeps pushing the boundaries of health and fitness tracking. They're really working to cement the watch as this, indispensable personal health companion. New watches, they released September 19th. Pre-orders are open now. And they offer some pretty compelling reasons to upgrade or maybe jump in if you haven't already.
Yeah.
Especially if you're invested in your well-being.
Right. Health is a huge draw. Now, there was a lot of buzz about blood pressure monitoring on the Series 11. What's the actual reality of that feature? How does it work?
Yeah, that's a really vital clarification. Super important for managing health expectations, actually. The Apple Watch Series 11 and the Ultra 3, they feature what Apple calls hypertension alerts. It's not a full, take your reading now blood pressure monitor.
Okay, so it doesn't give you the numbers.
No, not the systolic diastolic numbers. What it does is use your existing heart sensor data, analyzes it over a 30-day period.
30 days.
Yeah, looking for consistent signs that might indicate high blood pressure, trends, basically. But for an actual numerical reading, you still need a traditional arm cuff.
Okay.
Apple's very clear. This isn't a diagnosis, it's an alert. A prompt to maybe take further action, talk to your doctor. You can even export readings you do take into a PDF from the health app to share.
Right, so it flags potential issues.
Exactly. And this feature, it's expected in over 150 countries this month. Plus, it's also rolling out to older models Series 9, 10, and Ultra 2 with the new watchOS 26.
That's good news for existing owners. That's a really important distinction, though, for anyone relying on their watch for health data. What about sleep tracking? I'm always looking for ways to optimize my rest, and I know a lot of our listeners are too.
You're in luck, then. There's a new sleep score feature. And again, it's coming to quite a few older Apple Watches.
Oh, good. Which ones?
The SE Gen 2, Series 6 through 10, both Ultra models, alongside the new lineup, of course. All you need is watchOS 26. This score, it's out of 100. Based on things like duration, your bedtime consistency, interruptions, just gives you a clearer, sort of more digestible picture of how you slept.
A single number score. Okay. That could be useful.
Yeah, it's a good step towards helping people actually, improve their sleep hygiene actively.
Definitely. Okay, and for the adventurers among us,
Yeah.
the athletes, the fitness fanatics, what does the Apple Watch Ultra 3 bring to the table? It's got that premium price tag.
Right, the Ultra 3 starts at $749 or $799 direct from Apple. It really is a beast for the outdoors. It boasts a phenomenal 42 hours of battery life now.
42 hours. Up from what?
Up from 36 on the Ultra 2, so a significant jump. And you get 14 hours of full GPS tracking, which is crucial for long hikes or runs.
14 hours with full GPS is pretty solid.
It is, but for me, the real game changer, satellite messaging.
Ah, like the iPhones have.
Exactly. Available free for 2 years, even without a cellular plan. In 17 countries initially, including the US and EU, it just offers this incredible layer of safety when you're off the beaten track. A genuine lifeline, potentially.
Wow, okay. That's huge for safety.
Definitely. Plus, Apple's claiming it has the most accurate dual-frequency GPS in any sports watch. Supposedly especially good in tricky urban canyons, between tall buildings.
Interesting. And the regular Series 11. Any notable everyday improvements?
Yeah, the Series 11 is actually thinner now, more comfortable. It's got 2x improved scratch resistance on the screen.
Oh, nice.
And finally, they're claiming proper 24-hour battery life, making it a true full-day companion.
Finally. Okay. Beyond hardware, what about the software? watchOS 26.
Yeah.
Any cool new faces or features?
Yeah, watchOS 26 rolls out September 15th. It brings some nice new watch faces. There's one called Exactograph, which is like a modern take on a traditional watch face.
Yeah.
And another called Flow. Yeah, it has these sort of liquid glass numerals that respond as you move your wrist. Pretty cool visual effect. Both of those are for most watches. Ultra users get a specific one called Waypoint, which is basically a live compass feature, super useful for navigation.
Mm-hmm.
And the Hermes models get one called Faubourg Party with little animated characters.
Fancy.
Yeah. It's all about more personalization and pushing that sort of fluid, liquid glass design language Apple seems keen on across the whole ecosystem.
Right. That liquid look seems to be everywhere now.
Yeah.
Okay, now for what many consider the main event.
Yeah.
The iPhone 17 series. We've got the base iPhone 17, the iPhone Air, and then the Pro and Pro Max models. What's the standout news here for the everyday user? What should someone looking for a new phone really pay attention to this year?
Well, this is where it gets particularly interesting, I think, because the base iPhone 17, the one starting at $799, it actually seems to offer a truly compelling value proposition this year. It feels like it's closing some of those gaps with its Pro siblings more than usual.
Oh, really? How so?
For many people, you're getting a lot more phone for your money compared to previous base models, I'd argue.
Okay, tell us more. What are these upgrades? You mentioned double the storage and a smoother screen. Does that really make a difference?
Oh, absolutely. First off, yes, a long-awaited upgrade. The base iPhone 17 finally gets that super smooth 120 Hz display refresh rate.
Finally, promotion on the base model.
Exactly, promotion. It can also drop down to 1 Hz for power efficiency with its always-on display. That alone makes a huge difference in just daily use, scrolling, gaming.
Yeah.
It feels much nicer.
Yeah, I bet. And the storage.
Storage has doubled for the base model. Starts at 256 GB now.
256 base, wow.
Yeah, a significant boost from the iPhone 16's 128 GB base means much less worry about filling up your phone with photos and apps.
Okay, those aren't minor tweaks. That's a solid step up.
Definitely. They genuinely enhance the day-to-day user experience.
So beyond the screen and storage, what else has Apple improved to make this base model seem so attractive?
Well, the cameras are getting a pretty serious workout, too. The ultra-wide lens, for example, now boasts a 48-megapixel sensor.
48 on the ultra-wide, okay.
Yeah, which means vastly improved macro performance, much better detail capture. It just opens up more creative possibilities, even on the standard model. And the front camera, the selfie camera, it's a new 18-megapixel center stage camera.
Center stage on the front.
Yep. Wider field of view and optical image stabilization, too. It smartly crops your image no matter how you hold the phone. Great for video calls, selfies.
OIS on the front cam is nice. Okay, performance. New chip, I assume?
Of course. The new A19 chip, built on a third-generation 3-nanometer process.
Which basically means really tiny, power-efficient transistors.
Exactly. More efficient, more powerful. Apple claims a 20% performance boost over the iPhone 16's A18 chip. But maybe more importantly, this translates to a noticeably smoother experience and much better battery life.
How much better?
Apple's claiming 8+ more hours of video playback. That's like a 36% increase over the iPhone 16.
8 hours more video playback. It's huge.
It's a massive jump if that holds true in real-world use.
Okay, faster performance, way better battery, improved cameras, better screen, more storage.
Yeah.
On the base model. That's a lot. But what about all the AI features we've been hearing about? Apple Intelligence. You said the base iPhone 17's AI features were more of a recap. What does that tell us?
Yeah, that's a really crucial observation, I think. It suggests Apple is being very deliberate, maybe even cautious, with how it's rolling out Apple Intelligence, especially on its mainstream devices. So yes, the iPhone 17 runs the new iOS 26, but the specific Apple Intelligence features they highlighted for in the event, they were mainly rehashes of things we'd seen before, like visual intelligence and the live translation we discussed.
So no brand new flashy AI, just for the iPhone 17 itself.
Not really highlighted, no. This could be down to several things. Maybe processing power constraints on the A19 versus whatever's in the Pro models. Maybe a desire to fine-tune features more before a wider release. Or, it could just be a strategic decision to differentiate the Pro experience even further and give people more reason to upgrade.
Right, keep some AI tricks for the higher tiers.
Possibly. The insight here is that Apple isn't just throwing everything at every device at once. They seem to be pacing and segmenting their AI future. So, if you're a real AI enthusiast hoping for cutting-edge stuff right out of the box with the base iPhone 17, you might feel a little underwhelmed on that specific front for now. It is worth noting, though, that the new iPad Air M3 does support Apple Intelligence, but the base iPad, the 11th gen, apparently won't get future AI capabilities. So that's a consideration if you're looking at tablets with AI in mind.
Interesting distinction there, too. Okay, speaking of older models, What happens to them now? The 17 series is here. If listeners aren't looking to upgrade right now, what are their options from Apple?
Well, Apple is definitely a creature of habit when it comes to cleaning up its lineup. The iPhone 16 and 16 Plus, they're still available directly from Apple, but with limited storage. The base iPhone 16 now only comes with 128 GB.
Okay, lower entry point maybe, but less storage.
Right. And the iPhone 16, that sort of budget model, is also still around at $599.
Got it. What about the Pro models from last year?
Gone. The iPhone 16 Pro and Pro Max officially discontinued by Apple. Same for the iPhone 15 and 15 Plus.
Discontinued already? Wow.
Yep, you might still find them at third-party retailers for a while, maybe at a discount, but direct from Apple. No longer sold.
Okay. And the watches and AirPods?
Similar story, Apple Watch Series 10, Ultra 2, SE 2, all discontinued by Apple. Same for the AirPods Pro 2, now that the Pro 3 is out.
So if you were eyeing an older Pro iPhone or maybe an Ultra 2 watch, better check retailers quickly before stock disappears.
Exactly. Direct from Apple, those lines are now closed.
Right. Okay, so after all that, protecting the new gadget, it's always a question. For someone investing in, say, an iPhone 17, is AppleCare Plus actually worth it?
The perennial AppleCare Plus question. It's definitely a common dilemma for new buyers. So for the base iPhone 17, the $799 one, AppleCare Plus is $11.99 a month, or about $120 for a year. For the Pro models and the iPhone Air, it's a bit more. $13.99 a month, or about $140 a year. That covers unlimited repairs for accidental damage, plus theft or loss coverage twice in any 12-month period, though there are deductibles.
Right. And without it, screen repairs are expensive.
Very. A cracked screen on an iPhone 17 could cost you around $379 without AppleCare, plus with it, the service fee is just $29.
Big difference.
Huge difference. So, look, if you're prone to accidents, you drop your phone a lot, or maybe you really want to go caseless, it's certainly worth strong consideration.
Yeah.
But I always say, compare it with your phone carrier's insurance options first. Sometimes they offer different terms or bundles that might suit you better.
Good advice.
Ultimately, while it feels like an extra cost up front, it's really about buying peace of mind, isn't it? Especially with these devices getting more sophisticated and, frankly, more expensive to fix.
Yeah, peace of mind is probably the key phrase there. So, okay. We've seen Apple really pushing the envelope this time. AI translation, deeper health integration, pretty significant performance bumps across the board. But thinking about that EU situation with live translation and Apple making these strategic choices about where features land, it does make you wonder, doesn't it? Are we sort of entering an era where technology isn't just about what can be built, but where the rules, the regulations, really dictate what you can actually experience with your gadgets day to day? And how's that going to shape the future of innovation?
That's a really interesting and, provocative thought. It's certainly true that the interplay between innovation and regulation is becoming increasingly complex. This is definitely influencing not just, product availability, but the very features we get to use, depending on where we live. It's something to watch.
Definitely something to think about. All right, that's all the time we have for this session on Byte-Sized Tech. We really hope you enjoyed our exploration into Apple's latest announcements.
Yeah, it was great sharing these insights with you all. Always remember, consider how these advancements actually fit into your daily life and what truly adds value for you.
Well said. Thanks so much for tuning in to Byte-Sized Tech. If you enjoyed this session, please like, comment, share, and subscribe for more fun tech discussions.